Hey guys, Bryson here and welcome to my show, and today we're going to be reacting to how someone that's a chef in New Jersey spends around $158,000. By the way guys, that is a ton of money, okay? So I want to see exactly, by the way, this video is by Glamour, so I want to see exactly what this lady does with her money. Does she buy more food? Does she spend it on cars? What exactly do you do with $158,000 as a chef, okay? By the way, I do upload videos on this channel every single day, so make sure to also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And on top of that, do me a favor and smash the like button, and let's try to get to at least 1 like on this video. And I will be liking it, so goal have to be meant, okay? But guys, seriously here, let's get right into this video and see exactly how she goes about spending all of this money.
Hi Glamour, welcome to my house. I hope you're hungry. My name is Courtney Fletch. I'm 25 years old and
Oh my gosh, Courtney, right off the bat, she's only 25 years old and earning $158,000. That is a ton of money. By the way, her house looks beautiful. So I'm guessing she has like a massive mortgage, okay? So it's kind of like a pretty house, but also you might have some pretty good bills, you know? So far, wow, Courtney has a lot of money. She's only 25, by the way.
I live in Jersey City, New Jersey. By day, I'm a marketing manager at a food startup in New York City. And in my spare time, I run 2 food e-commerce businesses.
Wait. So I thought she was a chef, but she's actually like a marketer to those people that actually have those type of businesses. So now you're talking about a whole different type of money. I'm here thinking she's like over here like chefing it up and making like a ton of money. But in reality, she seems to be like having a more complex job. Thus, this is where she's getting all her money, because when I was working as a chef over at one of the best prestigious companies in the world called McDonald's flipping burgers, I wasn't making this much money, okay? By the way, I'm just kidding, okay? I'm just kidding. I'm making a joke. All right, let's move on.
My businesses are called The Spread, which is my private catering service and dinner party service, and Thunder Cakes, which is my e-commerce bakery. And here's...
I can already tell I'm about to start getting really hungry while watching this video. It already started. I'm already hungry.
I make $98,000 a year in my 9 to 5, and anywhere between $4,000 to $6,000 a month, depending on what events I'm throwing that month.
Oh wow, that's $158,000. She has like, you know, she kind of like diversifies here and here. So I'm guessing like she gets like a take-home pay of like 130, maybe like 120, because also in Jersey the taxes are a little bit higher if you didn't know, guys. Okay, so her take-home pay is pretty good. You know, not that bad. Like 120, 110. That's still a pretty good pay if you ask me. After Uncle Sam has had his pickings at your pay.
I have around $12,000 in a traditional savings account.
Wait. That kind of threw me the heck off. $12,000 in a traditional savings accounts? That's already weird. By the way, currently right now I have like $12K in an emergency account just in case anything happens to me. But $12K, it's either she's like not saving enough or she's investing all of her money. I'm curious. I am generally curious.
I have no money in retirement yet. I have $60,000 in student loan debt.
First of all, no money in retirement? Student loan debt, 60K, not a big deal for student loan debt, right? But no money at all in retirement? I'm guessing she's like probably like a very high spender. But I don't know, you know, 60K, she could probably get rid of that like in 1 year. But then again, maybe like she has like massive expenses, you know? So again, her house looks pretty, bro.
I have 1 credit card. I typically put most of my business expenses on it. And for everything else, I use my debit cards. I'm pretty strict now about...
Oh my gosh, I think Dave Ramsey would love her. Dave Ramsey would love her. I hope she has like a business credit card, not like a personal credit card to put her business inside of it. Because if she ever gets like a liability, it can be like a very big headache. So I always want to keep finances, your personal and your business ones, like separate, okay? Standard practice.
About the way that I use my credit cards, because coming straight out of college, I was not the most fiscally responsible and racked up a good bit of change on a few retail cards.
Oh my gosh, retail cards are very expensive, and on top of that, they charge you a massive amount of interest, and they also have like the dumbest bonuses, because basically the only way to cash in on the bonus is by spending more money with them. So it's kind of like oh, we're gonna get money from you either way thing.
I live in a lofted 1-bedroom in Jersey City, and it's 1,100 square feet. I spend $1,750 a month in rent, and
that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money for, by the way, it's probably like the area where she lives, but that is a lot of money for like a lofted blah blah blah. Like her house looks pretty, bro, but like to be living like this with $1,750, like it's I would not spend that much money, okay? By the way, she's also renting, so like where's the bulk of her money going to?
And about $190 in utilities. I spend a little over $300 a month in subscription services.
Oh my God, Adore Me $40, Blue Apron $240, Just Fab, and I don't know any of these things, man. Like, what is this stuff? Like, all I know about subscriptions is like Netflix and Spotify. I never heard about any of these subscriptions, but I can tell you one thing: they're not educational.
I travel into New York City Monday through Friday for my 9 to 5, and I spend about $81 a month for my unlimited commuter card.
Okay, so right off the bat there, she's traveling to New York City. You know, $81, not that bad at all. But my guess is this, okay? If you're making that much money, how much money or how much time are you spending like commuting to New York City every single day? Would it be better to like buy a car? Like, you know, when it comes to like financially, how much money you would be saving on your time? It all depends, you know. But $81, not that bad at all. But I just hate commute. I don't like commuting, okay? Especially like when your job is like very far away. It's like a big waste of time. I used to travel all the time to this job for 2 hours every single day. Biggest waste of time in my life.
My apartment is eclectic and cozy and warm and lived in.
And also very expensive.
My bedroom is really cozy. So because the space is pretty open, it's kind of hard to close it off and really have that sense of privacy. So I like for it to feel very airy.
I feel like if I lived in a house like this, like it would just freak me the heck out. Like I can't live in a house where like the bed is on top of the whatever it is. I feel like whenever I climb this thing every single day, at one moment I'm gonna be too excited, you know, and then next you know like breaks down on me. You know, I'm scared of this stuff.
So my favorite piece in my bedroom is actually my nightstand. So I bought it for $5 at a yard sale on the side of the road and took it home, sanded it down, painted it like this really pretty midnight blue.
I don't understand. Like, she looks like she's very frugal. So where is all the money? Where is all the money?
The piece that I get the most compliments on is my periwinkle blue vanity. Also a Craigslist find. I found it for $150.
So I'm gonna like fast forward here, guys. Okay, basically she spends a lot of money on furniture, then she remodels it, and then basically she thinks she's getting a good deal on it. It's kind of like an expensive hobby.
On the day of an event, the first thing that I'm going to do to prep for it is I'll usually get started working on the sides and putting all...
Where is all the money going? Like, so far, all I've heard is about bread, about cooking, about like her house and her paintings. Where is the money going? That's what I want to find out.
I think food has to come from a place of a lot of love and a...
Oh my God, you can tell she knows how to cook. You can tell she knows how to cook.
I've had my main company, Thunder Cakes, for 7 years. On a busy month with Thunder Cakes, I'm spending anywhere between $400 to $500 on ingredients, about $30 per month on my website, $400 for my photographer, and about $100 for marketing.
Okay, first of all, her photographer is like extremely expensive, okay? And I've seen like, you know, like quality. By the way, like I don't get it, you know, like she's always like a DUI person. Is it DUI? No. DIY person, okay, do it yourself. But she's obviously like very like crafty, so why not like take the pictures yourself, you know, like save up that money. But you know, maybe she just wants to like offset that time also and put it into somewhere else, you know. So I kind of get it also. But $400 for the photographer is pretty expensive if you ask me.
Every so often, I'll have the need to hire a courier service to handle deliveries that are too large for me to deliver myself, and I typically end up paying somewhere between $100 to $250, depending on the size of the order.
Yeah, but that's okay, right? Because like you're putting money, you're spending money in a way, in this sense, to actually get money back. So I don't really mind that.
Cake sells for about $40, and I typically make $30 profit per cake.
Bro, do you hear this? Do you hear this? A cake sells for $40 and she makes a $30 profit. But then again, we're not counting the time that she spends on it. So it might be like $10 for ingredients, but then you have to calculate, does it take her an hour, 30 minutes? So then she could be still getting paid like a wage, whatever. So I kind of get the margins here, okay? I'm just putting that out there.
In a busy month, I'm typically popping out about 200 orders.
Oh my gosh, total profit is $6,000. I wonder if she's doing this good right now during the entire pandemic, because this video was filmed on April 29th of 2020. So I guess she's still doing pretty good. But no, they're not doing catering anymore, right? So I guess it might be fluctuating a lot now, and that rent is actually pretty expensive.
Per event, I'll spend about $550, maybe $600 to feed about 30 guests. The smallest dinner party that I've had so far was for 6 guests, and the largest was for 50, so it really depends on the event and the occasion.
I'm still confused about like where is all her money going. Like it sounds like she is so good with like how to spend her money here and there, like with her business. I just don't get where the money is going.
Charge between $60 to $70 per ticket, and I usually come out of the event with about $1,200 in profit.
Oh my gosh, like this woman is very creative. Like I would go to one of these events. Look at this food, man. This food is pretty cool, right? But I would only go like maybe like once a month or so, right? Because I'm not gonna be spending those $70 every single week on anything like this or every single day. Matter of fact, I'll go like every 2 months. But this food looks pretty cool.
One appliance I definitely wish that I had was a dishwasher, but I also really enjoy washing the dishes by hand after each of the parties. It's pretty therapeutic for me, actually.
Said no one as a kid living with their parents. Nobody loved washing dishes, but I guess she's different.
I also spend a lot on my cooking appliances, so I feel like that's definitely, if ever there's a place to invest in your pots and pans, and definitely in your knives, and of course in your flour.
Okay, so far what I've gathered is this. This woman knows how to cook. She hosts events. She's very entrepreneurial. She also spends a great amount of money on her appliances, in a sense, investing. But she's making $158,000, and I still don't know where her money's going. And I don't know how she has $12K in savings and only like zero in retirement. I'm still so confused.
So my living room is actually the opposite of my bedroom. If my bedroom is warm and cozy, then the living room is kind of cool and collected. There's a lot of mixed metals and cool colors, and I really wanted it to feel kind of like sexy. My favorite piece in the living room is absolutely my green velvet.
Oh my gosh, she paid $1,500 for the sofa, bro. This is where her money's going. Also, these like little like random items, and then she's like, you know, like fixing them up, and the next thing you know, like she's spending a lot of money on them. This is where her money's going. Like all these little like nonsenses.
A reoccurring theme in my apartment is definitely texture. So the blue velvet wall kind of came to me kind of in a dream. I just wanted something that felt like very lush and kind of sophisticated, and just me and my staple gun.
By the way, guys, you know, the name of this video is How a Chef Making $158,000 in New Jersey Spends Her Money. Like, all I'm hearing is she spends all her money on furniture, okay? And like how she does like all her drinks. I want to hear where the money is going.
One area that I might splurge on myself in is definitely shoes. Just recently I bought a pair of gorgeous Louboutin heel sandals, which I'm very excited to pull out.
Okay guys, so now we're getting to the bottom of this. So far I'm hearing she spends all her money on little DIY projects, DIY. I can't tell the difference, guys. I'm so sorry, you know. Do-it-yourself projects, and then she spends money on shoes. Imagine spending $1,195 on some shoes, guys, just because the bottom of them is red and because it says Louis Vuitton on it. Okay, it's like the worst investment ever. Okay, and the thing about shoes is like how many shoes do you need, bro?
I like shoes because they help my posture. I do a terrible job of slouching, but I also really love how powerful they make me feel. If I particularly like a pair, I'll send a picture to my mom and see how she feels, and if she likes them, I'll buy her a pair too.
Okay, so now she's not only spending like $1,000 on herself, but she's also spending $1,000 on her mom, you know, because it makes her feel powerful. I'm not judging though.
So I pretty recently got into skincare. One of my best friends is an esthetician, and she makes a lot of recommendations for me. The price of skincare products is pretty high.
I guess you know you probably think I'm gonna judge her on this, right? But I'm kind of not, you know, because basically like if she's over here like hosting events, like she has to look like, you know, decent and also like presentable. That's the right word. But you know, so I don't really judge her on like, you know, spending money on like how she looks and like making sure she looks fancy. But the shoes, the DIY projects, pure nonsense, pure garbage. Not garbage, you know, it's just like a lot of money. So you gotta like put a limit to it, because at the end of the day, it's just a hobby and it's becoming very expensive. You're gonna have a problem.
The area that I splurge on the most in my life is definitely in my apartment. I really want to invest in feeling at home when I come home.
She's kind of like investing in like her home, but it's like an apartment and it's not hers. She also has no money in retirement. She has little money in savings, and she seems like, you know, sounds like she's very like efficient with her business, but she's also a lot inefficient when it comes to like her little hobbies that she also has.
Very important for the rest of the space to kind of reflect me and be a place of comfort and solitude.
Alright, so that's the end of the video, and what I gathered from this video is this video is a very bad video. I did not like this video at all. And why I don't like it, because basically it didn't go into detail whatsoever and like what she actually spends her money on. By the way, 12K, okay, on her savings, and then zero money in retirement accounts, okay? It's like the equivalent of like a very inefficient budget. It's a non-existent budget. It sounds to me like, hey, hey, you know what, I have a pretty fancy job and I make this much money, and I also like to do DIY projects because it's also very cheap. But the more you look around her house, like here 100, 150, 80, 90, 50, 90, whatever it is, you know. So the point is, it gets really expensive. So you gotta differentiate basically a hobby from an actual something that's actually making money. And this hobby right here for her is getting very expensive. And on top of that, I think she actually left out a lot of the shoes she also spends money on, because overall, okay guys, we're talking about, I took off my glasses for effect here, but I can't see, so I have to put them back on here. But overall, if you're making 158, right? And let's say taxes are like 30%, so you get to keep 70% of your money. That's $110,000 minus her rent. Let's say her rent is like maybe like 20. Now what is it? It's not 20,000. It's like $24,000 every single year. Well, she has all this extra money, 86,000, that she's spending on who knows what, because she's not spending it on, for example, investments or savings or anything like that. I don't understand. And these people that usually live like this, well, basically sometimes at one point, you know, especially like right now, when the business does slow down or things kind of like go kind of like sour for a bit, you're gonna have a big problem. Okay, what I would do with this amount of money is basically I would probably invest into some real estate. Okay, I would probably start building up my portfolio, and then I would probably look for some passive income, so that way that little hobby I have that's very expensive, I can have somebody else pay for it. That way I can buy whatever I want whenever I want, but not with my money, somebody else's money. That way when this business slows down, because businesses like these usually have off seasons and on seasons, because again, it's cooking, it's cold, it's warm, you know, it depends on the season. So the idea is you want to make sure you have a lot of balance in your business. But overall, I did not like this video. I disliked this video so much. But comment down below, guys, and let me know, what did you think about this video? And as always, if you enjoyed this video right here, well, like this video. On top of that, also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notified when I post a new video. On top of that, follow me on Instagram, Bryson. Now before I go, if you want to see another video, okay, I'm basically how David Dobrik spends all of his money. Well, here's that video right here, and he buys his friends like 24 cars every single year. It's insane to me, okay? On top of that, my video, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace. Do not spend this much money, please.